Hello, welcome to this demonstration on how to make your own typeface from household items. Hopefully this is going to be a bit of fun, whilst at the same time doing a bit of graphic communication work. Right, so I've got my kind of setup here in front of me. I'll show you in a minute. I've got a lamp. I've got kind of like an angle poised lamp. I think it's quite a big one. You don't need that if you just put a lamp somewhere around it so it's nice and light area. Try to make sure that the light is shining down on the objects as much as possible to avoid any big shadows around the item, and also try and avoid, when you're taking photos, which you will be doing, try and avoid getting into the shadow or the way of the lamp to create a shadow on the item. So try and create as little shadow as possible around what you're taking the photograph of. Sitting at a desk, sitting at a table, I've got in front of me, I've got my a piece of white paper, A3 paper, and you can see that I've got the sock that I used to make my typeface. I've also got some cutlery, and I've also got some Lego, which I'm going to be demonstrating with. Okay, right, so the first thing to do is to get your table set up so you're nice and comfortable. Collect your items, whatever you're going to use to create your typeface. Try and be as creative as possible. Don't necessarily copy me. Try something completely different if you can. You might go online and have a look, but there are obviously plenty of examples out there as well if you go looking for them. So what you need to do is I'm going to take my phone. I'm going to use my phone camera to do all of this work. First of all, you need to create your first letter. So I'm going to create my letter A using my sock. Just going to manipulate it and push it around, and then I'm going to get my camera open. Now I'm going to use the square setting. I would have thought that most phones would have this, a square setting, and the reason for that is because if it's square, when I'm looking at the photos on my camera roll, I'll be able to see the whole of the letter, and then we'll be able to take a snapshot of the whole of the typeface, and you'll see me do that in just a few seconds. So I'm going to hold my camera directly above the sock or my letter, and I'm going to take a photograph. I'm going to get it nice and lined up, be nice and still, remember, so your photo doesn't go blurry. There we go. So I've taken my photo there, as you can see there on my camera, and then obviously I'm going to change the letter again. Now some items you might have to use lots of different pieces. If you want, you can use as many items as you like, but in some cases you could just use the same item or items and just manipulate them. So now I'm going to do my letter B, and now I managed to do the whole of my alphabet, my typeface. So there's my B, so I'm going to just line up that, take a photograph of that. There we go. With just with two socks for the letters like the X. I had to use two socks to get that kind of shape. Okay, so that's basically it. So you keep putting your items on. So I could use obviously knives and forks, spoons to create letters. I've got Lego here as well to create letters. With Lego you can do that in different ways. Obviously Lego is a little bit easier because you can manipulate and join them together to make the letters. It's a bit more fun actually with the sock, I must admit. Trying to manipulate the sock into the different letters was great fun. So then what I'm going to do is, once I've taken all of the photographs that I need, now I've taken them in order, in alphabetical order, so that when I see them on my camera roll, as you can see, the letters are all in order. Okay, so I can basically scroll through my alphabet. There it is. Now what I did then is that I lined up the camera roll, and obviously this would be different for different phones, different size screens. But what I did was line that up like that, and then on an iPhone, I'm not sure if you know this, if you press the home button and the on and off button at the same time, you hear that? You get a snapshot, a screenshot, and then that looks like this. On my phone, iPhone 7, I can then, it just takes me into the edit screen, and then I can manipulate that. So I'm going to crop it down to just the letters. So I'll get rid of the date and the time of everything from above and top. I'm also, you see I've got this rogue, a rogue Lego A in my shot. So I'm also going to go onto the marker pen, which I've got down here. I'm going to change the colour of the marker pen to white. Now you can do this in different ways, various ways. You might know it an easier way. And then I'm just going to basically wipe out, erase, I guess, that rogue photograph. If you're lucky, your camera roll might show you. You can see I'm just wiping it out there. Okay, happy with that? So I'm done. Save to photos, and there you go. And I've done that. I've scrolled down, and then I've done it. I've managed to get to K. Then I've done L to W, and then the last 3 letters were kind of on their own. So the last 3 letters, I cropped it down so it's just those 3 letters. Okay, what I want you to do then is I want to see them. So I want to see what you've done. See, there's some great. Hopefully you can do some great work. I'm sure you are. And to do that, what I would like you to do is upload those photos to your OneDrive folder. Now, OneDrive, which you all have, is available as an app. You can download it as an app. You can see I've got my OneDrive app there, and then obviously you can log in to your OneDrive app using your school email and password. And when you've done that, you should be able to see your folders. You all have a graphics folder, so go into your folder, and then what you'll need to do is then upload your file. So I think what you do, you click on the little plus sign there, plus, and then you go to upload. So make sure you're in the folder which I've created for you, called Homemade Typeface. While you're in there, you click on the plus sign, and then you click on upload, and then it should ask you photos and videos, and it should be able to allow access to your camera roll. And then obviously you can go to your camera roll, and then you can obviously go to the 3. You see I'm just clicking on the 3. That gives me my whole alphabet, A to Z, and then I click on done, and then that will upload your Homemade Typeface to your OneDrive folder. Whilst you're doing that, also upload all of the separate images as well of each letter. You can do that all at the same time, obviously. So when you upload to OneDrive, you just select all of the photos you've taken, including the snapshot, the screenshot of the whole alphabet, and upload them all to OneDrive. Okay, there you go. So have a go. Maybe try 2 or even 3 different ideas to see what you like, and upload them all. So you might end up with 1, 2, 3 alphabets. Like I said, I did one with the sock. It's clean. Knives and forks, cutlery, obviously stay healthy, make sure they're nice and clean them afterwards before you put them back in the drawer. And also Lego, it's a little bit easier. Okay? Be as creative as you possibly can, and I look forward to seeing your homemade typefaces.